Hello everyone, my name is Hamza Yaqub. I'm from Pakistan and my presentation is about energy crisis, causes and solution. And I would like to start with a question from all of you that how many of you have seen any of these boards? Please just hand raise. Raise your hands please if you have seen. Okay, it means that you are suffering from energy crisis too, at least once or more in your life. So what is energy crisis? It is a situation in which countries suffer from disruption of energy supplies, for example, oil, gas, fuel, electricity, etc., accompanied by rapidly increasing prices that threaten economic and national security. And these are some news which I found on internet in just last 1 week. So you can see they're from different languages, different countries, that there is energy crisis going on in different countries. Even UK, like one of the best economies in the world, is now suffering from energy crisis. Why energy crisis happens, that is one of the basic question of my presentation. So there are different reasons which I mentioned. Overconsumption of energy, because most of energy we get is from non-renewable sources of energy. So overconsumption is one of the biggest cause of energy crisis. And then there is wars and conflicts, poor infrastructure system, wastage of energy, poor distribution system, and overpopulation, and there are some other causes, but these are the main ones. I have another question from you. How many electronic devices do you use? Do you use only one device or more, like for your personal use, for your individual use? Who is there who just use only one electronic device? No, we all use more than one electronic device. If we just look on individual level, we all use the energy more than we are supposed to. We use too many electronic devices. We consume too much energy on individual level. So it starts with us. It's not about all the policies, but we are also involved in this situation. So overconsumption, this is a symbolic picture of overconsumption. So there are politicians and also the global corporations who convince us, who introduce new and more electronic devices and give us temptation to use and buy and use more and more energy so they can earn money. So this is one of the main reasons which I found of energy crisis. And then wars and conflicts, of course, energy crisis, it depends on the supply of energy. So if there is conflict between two countries, it can have a great effect on energy crisis. And as you can see, this picture indicates that with the war, tank is a symbol of war, the prices are going upward. And there is another graph which shows that European Union energy deficit surges ahead of Ukraine crisis. Poor infrastructure system is also one of the most important problems that causes energy crisis. Under developing countries and third world countries, they don't have good infrastructure system. This picture is from Pakistan, and you can see the poor infrastructure system there. I will relate it with another picture, but I have another question for you. How many of you turn off the lights when you sleep? Please raise your hand. Wow, glad to see that there are many people who do this. But still there are some who don't, and including me, sometimes I don't even do that. So it is again, we are involved in it. We are one of the main reasons also. Our little acts which we don't even give much more importance, we don't even consider that this can lead to the energy crisis, So wastage of energy. 13% of residential electricity used in US is for outdoor lighting. But we can reduce it. 13% is a big amount, and it is no doubt it is a waste of energy. Poor distribution system. There is a report from World Bank that Pakistan loses almost 17% of its electricity due to a poor distribution system. So in developing countries where they don't have a good distribution system, a lot of energy is lost while distributing. Overpopulation is another cause, because as the population increase, we need new houses, we need new devices, we need new energy resources. So for example, India, China, Pakistan, Egypt, and there are a lot of countries where there is a lot of overpopulation, and their population is increasing on an exponential rate. So they have to reduce it. This can help us to control so many crises, including this energy crisis. So now comes to the possible solutions of energy crisis, that how can we overcome this problem. So first of all, if we convert to using renewable resources of energy, we can generate more and more energy. But it again depends, it's not a permanent solution, but it can help us. For example, solar power plant, we can use solar cells, especially in those countries where there is high temperature. They can use it, they can build more and more solar power plant to produce energy. Also, we need to do more research on solar power plant, because nowadays only 20% of solar energy is converted into electricity. So if we can invent new solar cells that can convert 100% of solar energy, that it can be a potential solution for energy crisis.
Please, just with one sentence, finish up. Thank you.
Hydropower plant, we can use in those countries where we have rivers. We can use hydropower plant. We can produce energy with water. Nuclear power plant is also an alternate solution, but we produce nuclear waste. That is a big problem in this case. And in some countries, we can also use geothermal energy.